All right, for your homework this week, go back into your book files that you downloaded, and this time go into the workbook files and go into workbook chapter 2 files. The two images that we see are Holy Hill and Sturgeon Bay. If you look in your workbook, a couple of the projects in here we've already done together in this lecture if you followed along. So the Grand Tetons, the sunset picture we've already done, and Pina Palace we've already done. So your only homework is to do project 2B, which is with Sturgeon Bay, and to do project 2E, which is Holy Hill. You're going to keystone this image to get the sides of this image standing more upright and not so squished in. I want to open up Sturgeon Bay and really go over the workbook to point out a couple of things to you. So this is the original photograph, and if we do a Command Option I or Control Alt I, we see that it is a 3008 pixel by 2000 pixel image. It's 12 inches. The print size can be 12 inches by 8 inches at this resolution, 240. It is a 17.2 megabyte file. So in the book, you are asked to crop and size the photos to match the samples below. So one of them says specifically it should be 6 inches by 4.25, and the resolution should be set to 150 line screen. Remember, we talked about line screen being different than DPI and PPI. So go back into your textbook and study that, figure out what that means before you submit that one. It is also exact size, 6 inches by 4.25, so you'll have to figure out how to go about doing that. It might involve undoing the lock because the lock will automatically size one based on the other. The second version that you're asked to submit is a specific version of this that is 600 by 400 pixels and at a resolution for web. And we've talked about that magic number, what web resolution is, so you'll have to enter that as well. So you're going to label one called Sturgeon Bay 1, and then the second one that's done for the web, you can label that Sturgeon Bay 2. By the way, you're going to be saving these as JPEGs and uploading the JPEGs into our Dropbox. You will not ever again do a screenshot for this class. From now on, you will be uploading true files, either JPEGs or PSDs, depending on what I tell you, but for right now, it's a JPEG. So two versions of this image resized according to the book. And then your other one that you're going to keystone is Holy Hill. And if you look at the directions, it just says to correct the keystoning. So you'll do that, using these anchor points. But one thing I want to note, if you do a Command Option I or Control Alt I, all of the images that the book provides are high res. They're 300 pixels per inch. They are big files. They are 10 megabytes. Typically, you're going to send me 2, 3, or 4 pictures, and that's like 50 megs. That takes way, way, way too long for you to download or upload and for me to download. So the rule of thumb in this class is when I tell you to downsize them for use on the web, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Oh, I thought I had Blackboard up and ready to roll. Hold on a second. Okay, in Learning Plan 2 in Blackboard, your assessments, one thing of note, they're normally due next week, but next week, Monday, is Labor Day, September 7th. We do not have classes. Therefore, you actually have 2 weeks to do this project. I would highly recommend that you pretend that next Monday is your deadline and get it done and out of the way, because all of your other classes will exist next week and you don't need to double up on homework. So upload the various JPEGs required to the Dropbox below. There should be 3 total images. 2 of the 3 are the same picture, Sturgeon Bay, in different formats, sizes, whatever. Name them Sturgeon Bay 1 and Sturgeon Bay 2. The total points for this is 13, and here's how you get those points. Notice that I did say right here, Holy Hill. I would like you to resize it to 72 dots per inches before you upload it to make it physically smaller. The other two, follow the book instructions exactly what they say. They're very specific. But when it comes to Holy Hill, what you're simply going to do is you're going to take this image and you're going to see that once you fix it, it's still going to be this size. But what you want to do is allow Photoshop to throw away extra pixels that we don't need, and we're going to take it down from 300 or print resolution down to 72. Notice it kept the same print size. It's still 5 by 7, but it went from 10 megs all the way down to 365K. So much easier for you to upload, much easier for me to download and grade. Make sure you do that. Sometimes people forget and they somehow say 72, but they didn't check the resample, allowing it to throw away pixels, and then they end up taking all the pixels that were available and spreading them out. Instead of being 300 per inch, they make them 72 per inch, and it actually grows in print size. This would now print at 23 inches by 31 inches, and our image is still 10 megs. We didn't accomplish anything here with making it smaller. So make sure that you throw in that. Got to go back to our original here now that I'm doing all this crazy stuff. Original size. Make sure that when you change the resolution, you allow it to resample and throw out those pixels so that it in fact gets smaller. So once you have it perfectly keystoned, get it down to this size, save it as Holy Hill or keystoned or something that you know is the finished product. And then back in Blackboard, you're going to come down here to the Dropbox and you are going to upload all 3 JPEGs to this same upload. So when you get to attach the file, you're going to be browsing your computer, searching for that image, and I'll just show you a quick demo how you can do more than one at a time. Let's just say, I don't even know what these are. This is kind of scary. Let's just go into pictures. Boy, everything is slow. Okay, these are not small pictures, they're ginormous, so here's one that's a JPEG. So if we picked that one and we said open, it'll show up right here. Then we can go back and browse again for our second picture. Click on it. Just gotta find a small one again. Notice that loaded, and then go browse for your third. So all 3, we have Sturgeon Bay 1, Sturgeon Bay 2, and Holy Hill. When all 3 of those are here, that's when you hit the submit button. Rather than doing one picture and saying submit, don't do it that way. Put them all together and then hit submit. So if you have any questions on the homework, anything we did, let me know, but have a great week 2 of Photoshop. Again, next Monday, Labor Day, we will not be meeting. So the next time I'm chatting with you will be a long time from now, September 14th. So have a great week.